All right, got a fish hook here. Just did a suspension video on this thing, talking about, you know, the weight capacity of the truck, the weight of the camper and all that. But let's walk through this thing. You can watch that video up here at the top, I'll link it or something. But let's do a walkthrough on this video and kind of look at all the upgrades he got done to this fish hook, because there's a lot of, no two fish hooks are the same. You know, they all have a little bit of something different that people need. This guy in particular is a ham radio operator, and so he needed, you can see the antennas there, and so he needed a few particular things done, but he also wanted some of the typical upgrades. And then on this one, he didn't want to do the inside bed tie downs right there. He wanted to do them on here, but he's also on a long bed truck, and so this is how the fish hook looks on a long bed. And he's got roto packs and stuff. So let's jump into it really quick. All of these fish hooks are the same length, from this point right here up front here to right here. These are all 86 inches. But then you get inside here, right in there, you've got to step it back away from the cab. It's got 2-inch docking bumpers, and then stepped away from the cab because sometimes this side can run into that wheel well, and so you need a little bit of space. That's a really common question. It's an unanswered question on a lot of camper, truck camper setups, and so I wanted to answer it. So right here, the reason why is so that it can accommodate that porta pot. Then on an F350, that's what this is. These fit just about any truck on the road without any kind of modification. But, and that's long bed, short bed, 6.5, 5.5, 8 foot, doesn't matter. On the F350s though, they need this platform. It's a little platform that we build. Literally, it's out of fir, ripped down to 1.5 inches, and I can link a picture here. I'll put a picture over the video here so you can see what it looks like up underneath there. And then in the other video there, I show what we do all the time on the camper, on the bottom of the camper with the treated plywood strips. Anyway, so you got to put this on underneath there, and then right here. But they all have that queen size mattress. I don't have to do the fish hook walkthrough. We've got videos for that. But I'll show you all the different things he had done. All of them are set up for the jacks. He left the manual cranks on. He wanted this roto pack. I got to unthread this. That way that thing doesn't disappear on him going down the road, or someone taking a parking lot. He had us set up for Starlink, and I'll show you what that looks like. But this right here is very unique. He wanted this antenna set up so that he can stand here on the tailgate and hook it up whenever he wants to put the antenna on and park. I guess he doesn't run that one going down the road. So he needed that bulkhead going through the wall. And when we go inside, you can see what that looks like. But you can see with the tailgate on, I'm not a fan of leaving a tailgate on. For some folks, they know that that's exactly what they want. What happens though with leaving the tailgate on is inside here, this step usually goes here. So now you need to carry around a little step ladder or something, set it down here on the ground, and then climb up in there. And then this handle is a little bit further away. So it adds a little bit of a tricky element to everything, having that on. But then on like a 6.5 foot bed truck, like a Chevy, brand new Chevy, they've got that really nice step tailgate that folds down, and it's got speakers and everything in it. And I'll put a video or a picture on this video so you can see what that looks like on that truck. But some of these, it's great if you have a tailgate that steps out. But this also, Torque Lift just now came out with a bracket, and it mounts on here, and it's their stow and go bracket, to where you can always have that step on the end of the tailgate, or at least have a bracket here so that you can easily set that tailgate, that step onto this tailgate as soon as you get to camp and you're ready to set up. So there's solutions there, but that's why one of the reasons I'm not a super fan of it. Next, these tailgates, especially on the F350, the electric tailgates, if anything pushes against it, so you put stuff in here or whatever, and it pushes against that, you go down a bumpy road, washboard roads out there, and that thing works back, it won't even let this tailgate open. You got to reposition the camper. So little stuff like that, you know, pros and cons. But yeah, let's run in here. That's pretty nice though, I'm not gonna lie, being able to jump up here real quick like that. So right here, out of all the stuff out on the market currently, this is what we have found to be the most secure in terms of it's not going to leak and damage the camper. But also, when you're sitting out here with your cord popped through here, when you're sitting out with your cord popped through this, you can have torrential rain and it's not going to leak. Just close that, cord's through there, and you're in business. And then you can see the Starlink bracket right there, nice and close to the door. And this is what it looks like in here, nice and clean. You just send the cord right through the wall like that. And we have particular types of fittings and stuff like that where we can get through the wall. These are polyethylene fittings, so it's just flat, not gonna leak. And then that's through bolted. You got your Starlink there. But yeah, he's got the inverter. He put the inverter upgrade. He had us put in the stove. An inverter's down there. It's a 2000 watt. Then over here, he wanted the Dometic CFX 75. He added the porta pot. That right there is his bulkhead coming through the wall. This side ended up a little bit too long. Didn't need it that long, but oh well, that's what he sent us. So easy to change if needed. This right here, well, that doesn't need to be there. That's the unit number. But yeah, standard curtains, all that fun stuff. Got the nice big electrical bay. These are the salt silicates for up here in Alaska. Nice and solid. And a lot of you guys are getting to know the channel, so you know that we've been building these up here for 54 years now in good old Alaska. We were custom manufacturing, and then we started building. We developed the Fishhook about 4 years ago, 4 years ago now, and we've dialed it in. And folks can do different kinds of upgrades. This is a camper. It's a 4-season camper. No water system in it. That is your water system right there. But it comes ready to go, obviously, with heat, because you can't have a 4-season camper without heat. So comes with a 16,000 BTU furnace, a 300 amp hour battery bay. Up on the roof, it comes with 190 watts of solar. And actually, that's another one. Hunt Andreas, he went ahead and he put another solar panel up here, so he's running 380 watts. And then you can see it sitting there charging right now. And the weather outside, well, you can see it's overcast. Not quite gray, but it's overcast. Then you got the camera option up here. That way you can flick the camera on and run it, have your monitor in here and watch outside. If you know, you bring your monitor inside, it's not always in the cab of the truck. But yeah, not bad. Very simple, straight to the point. This is a good build, a very good build, and I love it on this particular truck. It's very nice. I gotta take this plastic off of there. We like to leave plastic on stuff. Usually it's on the cooler too, that way folks know it's right out of the box new. I guess they took it off the mattress. Josh probably was taking a nap up there, so you got it. I'm kidding, by the way. Thankfully that's not used, it's still in the bag. All right guys, that's it. That's this particular Fishhook. You can see walkthrough videos on these things on the channel there. But yeah, not bad. Wanted to go through this and so folks could see what it looks like on a long bed 3500 Ford. Okay, cheers.